And let's take a quick look at the markets this morning with personal consumption expenditures data out this morning. That metric closely watched by the Fed. Here with more, Yahoo Finance's Blikre. Jared.
Yes, I'm ashamed I didn't get the memo, no pink on me, but let's get to the markets here. I want to check the S&P 500 futures here because I'm going to talk about the inflation readings we got this morning, some of the economic data. Here was that 8:30 release. We got a brief spike up and retracement, but then it was off to the races. Was it because of the below than expected reading in inflation? Probably not. Other things at play here, but I do want to point out the currency situation. U.S. dollar is advancing once again. This is intraday. Let me put this on a 3-month basis, and you can see this is a second day of gains, evidenced by these two green candlesticks here, and we are hovering by what are 20-year highs here, basically going back to 2001. You put a max chart, basically going back to this area here where we saw a 120 high in the DXY. Now, composed of this, we have the U.S. dollar advancing again with respect to the Japanese yen, and that comes on the heels of the rate decision where they largely stood pat here, nothing big. No big surprises, but this was the intervention that we got last Friday, and you can see barely having extended. We're still at the bottom of that range. Now, when we had this before in September, in 2 weeks, we were right back up there. So I don't think any of these pressures have eased. We got to look to the calendar next week because we do have an FOMC decision. That's going to come out next Wednesday. After that, we have the labor market. We have non-farm payrolls on Friday. That's a big monthly report. A couple weeks after that, we got CPI. So these are the big things that are moving the market right now. And I haven't even touched on the mega cap earnings, which are also in view here. But I do want to end on something that's affected by currencies. That's the dollar. Excuse me, that is crude oil here. And WTI, you can see, is down about 1.5%. We do have ExxonMobil earnings and Chevron earnings looking at almost record profits for both. Exxon, definitely the case there. We're going to talk about that in a second, guys.